Agile Kool-Aid, thoughts about Agile development.
Unlocking the Power of KPIs, a guide to successfully measuring your Agile team's productivity. Do you understand the power of key performance indicators, KPIs? KPIs are essential to assessing and measuring your Agile software team's performance, production rate, and progress. Leveraging KPIs to measure success against goals and objectives can help to make sure that your team is meeting deadlines on schedule and staying productive. As a Scrum Master, software manager, product owner, or tech lead in charge of an Agile development project or sprint series, you need KPIs to evaluate whether everything is going according to plan, for both short-term successes as well as long-term ones. In this post, we'll explore how improving visibility into workflows will give insight into developing metrics, allowing teams to unlock their full potential when it comes time for tracking output while delivering better quality results faster than ever before. Read on for our guide to accurately measuring productivity with KPIs. KPIs, or Key Performance Indicators, are essential metrics that help assess the performance of an Agile software team. They provide insight into the areas where the team is succeeding and identify any potential bottlenecks that need to be addressed. Some of the most important KPIs for Agile teams include velocity, cycle time, and defect density. Velocity measures how much work a team can complete in a given period, while cycle time reflects how long it takes for the team to complete a task from start to finish. Defect density indicates the number of defects found per unit of code. All of these KPIs should be tracked over time so that trends can be identified. For example, if velocity is decreasing, it may indicate that the team is struggling to keep up with the increasing workload. Alternatively, if cycle time is gradually increasing, it may suggest that the team is taking too long to complete tasks. By identifying and addressing these issues early on, teams can improve their performance and become more efficient. Using key performance indicators, KPIs, can help to ensure that teams are meeting deadlines and staying productive. By tracking data such as how much work is being completed each day or week, team leaders can see where there may be areas of improvement and make changes if needed. Additionally, KPIs can help to identify any potential roadblocks before they become a problem. For example, if the team is behind in completing tasks, the KPI data can show what is causing the delay so that the issue can be addressed. Overall, using KPIs helps teams to be more mindful of their progress and makes it easier to identify and correct any problems that may arise. The Agile methodology is all about teams being able to work more flexibly and adaptively. This means that the focus is on the work itself, rather than on documenting every little step along the way. This can make it difficult to track team productivity and output. However, if team members have good visibility into their workflows, they can develop metrics that allow them to unlock their full potential when it comes time for tracking output. One key metric that can be developed in this way is cycle time. Cycle time is a measure of how long it takes from the start of a task until it is completed. This can be a valuable metric for Agile teams, as it allows them to identify and eliminate bottlenecks in their workflows. Another key metric that can be developed by tracking team workflows is lead time. Lead time is a measure of how long it takes from the start of a task until it is delivered to the customer. This metric can help teams to determine whether they are meeting their deadlines and delivering on what they promised their customers. Improved visibility into team workflows can give teams the insight they need to develop these and other valuable metrics. By tracking these metrics, teams can become more agile and productive, which can lead to better results for both the team and the customer. There are a few steps you can take to start using KPIs to measure productivity in your Agile Scrum team. The first step is to identify the key performance indicators that are most relevant to your team's productivity. There are a variety of KPIs that you can use, such as cycle time, number of defects, or throughput. The next step is to collect data on these KPIs so that you can track and trend them over time. This data can be collected manually or automatically using tools like burn-down charts or velocity charts. Once you have this data, you can use it to identify areas where your team could improve their productivity. Finally, you need to put in place processes and protocols to ensure that the KPIs are being used effectively and accurately. This includes setting targets for the KPIs and tracking progress against those targets. It's also important to make sure that everyone on the team is aware of the KPIs and understands how they impact productivity. To ensure that a software development project is produced, it is important to use key performance indicators, KPIs, to measure productivity. Some of the most important KPIs for measuring productivity in Agile software development projects include the following. 1. The number of stories completed in each iteration. This KPI can help you determine how productive the team is overall and how well they are meeting the sprint goals. 2. The number of defects found and fixed in each iteration. This KPI can help you determine how effectively the team is working and whether they are meeting quality goals. 3. The velocity of the team. This KPI can help you track the team's progress over time and ensure that they are on track to meet their goals. To make sure that your Agile software team is as productive as possible, it's important to leverage KPIs. By tracking KPIs, you can improve visibility into workflows and make sure that deadlines are being met. Additionally, using KPIs is a great way to assess output and ensure that teams are meeting their full potential. If you want to start using KPIs in your team, there are a few steps that you can take. First, identify the areas in which you want to measure productivity. Next, choose the metrics that will best capture those areas. Finally, implement a system for tracking the chosen metrics. Keep in mind that it's also important to communicate with your team about the reasons for tracking KPIs and how they will be used. Utilizing these tips will help you get started with using KPIs to measure productivity in Agile software development projects. Read more here for an in-depth look at this topic.